think Bernie actually, for the sake of a good soundbite, let her off the hook. You have an FBI investigation on the emails, and he just let her off. And I think that when you're losing, because he is losing badly, if you look nationally, when you're losing that badly, you have to go a lot stronger. So I think she did what she had to do, and I thought it was a very calm, very nice, very easy debate. And they were very, very kind, and they probably, you know, if they want to win, they really should have been a lot tougher, in my opinion.
All right. Joining us now is Ari Fleischer, former White House spokesman for President George W. Bush and president of Fleischer Sports. And Ari, you know, we had Bill Kristol on right in the segment before you, and he said he was more concerned with the Mets coming up. He watched the game last night and he's worried about tomorrow night. So am I, to be honest with you. What do you think's going to happen in that game?
Well, you know, I'm such a Yankee fan, I'm cheering for the Dodgers.
You are? And Don Mattingly's there, right?
The idea of people in Queens celebrating while people in Brooklyn are suffering, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
All right, well, I'm against you, so we'll reconvene next week and see what happens. All right, let's talk about this. Specifically to the point Donald Trump was making, and to that, you know, nobody cares about your damn emails. Do you think that was his attempt to say, let's not talk about this anymore because it's nothing, giving her a pass, or or Hillary, you've done this to us, let's try to stop it?
No, I think it's a sign of Democratic primary, which is very different from the rest of the country. It's a sign that Bernie Sanders thinks he can win by just talking about the issues, not corruption, but issues. And so he wants the focus to be on income inequality and things of that nature. But the issue is always been framed wrong, in my opinion. The issue is not her emails. The issue is her judgment in allowing Russia, China, and probably Iran to gain access to what the Secretary of State was thinking and doing because they can read her emails.
Yeah,
this is national security. This is judgment. But when you make it, it's all about the emails. You make it sound mundane, like the type of emails you or I would send.
Right. So, Bernie, you think did he miss an opportunity at least to question her judgment then?
No, I don't think so, because inside a Democratic primary, you're just not going to have a whole lot of Democratic primary voters who think Hillary did anything wrong.
Yeah,
and so there's not much room for an inside Democratic primary to gain. But across the rest of the country, you bet. Hillary is vulnerable on this issue because of her judgment, because of the national security risks, and also because she is always in the ethical margins of our government. She is always doing things that just make people scratch their head and say, why doesn't she just obey the rules like they apply to everybody else?
All right. Let me ask you about Joe Biden. Does he watch this? I mean, was his mind made up before this debate, and do you think he gets in?
No, I think this debate will have no consequences for Joe Biden, despite people saying that Hillary did well, and I think that she did, and that it helps box out Biden. Biden is on a totally separate plane. And if he decides that he can win and he's got the energy to do it, he's getting in regardless of last night.
And how does he do when he gets in?
Well, I still think the biggest factor that drives this for Joe Biden is personal. And then when he looks at these polls, which have got to be catnip to him, showing that Hillary is losing Iowa, losing battleground states to Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Marco Rubio.
Losing the national election to all those people.
That's right.
And
he is winning it.
Yeah.
That's the catnip that was going to make him jump off the shelf and get in.
All right. Let me ask you about State Department spokesman trying to, when asked about the Palestinian terrorist attacks, another woman stabbed at a bus stop in Jerusalem today. He says we're not placing blame. Kerry has called both leaders, Netanyahu and Abbas. Both sides must do more. I mean, what is this?
Terrible. Absolutely wrong message for the United States of America to send. You know, I was the spokesman during the Second Intifada, which began in October of 2000 and lasted all the way through 2002. And my instructions from the president were not to talk about the cycle of violence or these state diplo nothing words. He routinely directed me to say Israel has a right to defend herself. That's the message that the United States should be sending about events in the Middle East. It should not be a message of we're in the middle. We should be on Israel's side.
Yeah. Is this president capable of being on Israel's side?
No. I think if this president was in the middle, it'd be a movement toward Israel's side.
There you go.
Now, this president has a lean, and it's a terrible lean. It's a lean that has sent a signal to our adversaries that there's free reign for them in the Middle East because the United States is withdrawn, and the president won't stand at Israel's side. He wants daylight.
Well, I'm standing on the Mets side, and I'm standing on Jacob deGrom's side, and you could stand on Greinke's side and the Dodgers, and we'll see what happens. Hey, great talking to you, Ari.
Steve, great to be with you.
All right, Ari Fleischer, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Ventura is back next. Don't go away.